Administrator Huerta, the FAA Technical Center has been the primary facility for testing and evaluating next-gen technologies. Do you see that role changing for the Tech Center in the future?
I don't. The Tech Center serves a very important role for the FAA. It is our principal test bed. It is the place where we test deployment of new technology, where we do a lot of human-in-the-loop simulations, and where we run operational tests. I don't see that changing at all.
Okay. The FAA is blessed with great talent at many different levels, and I've seen the outstanding work sort of up close and personal and the dedication at the Tech Center. How does the FAA plan to continue to utilize the expertise at the Tech Center to advance NextGen?
Well, the Tech Center serves for us as our principal test and evaluation platform, and in that capacity, what they play is an important role in integrating the deployment of technology into the actual operation that is ultimately going to take advantage of this. NextGen is more than just a technological platform. It actually has to be workable for the users of the system. And so in addition to ensuring that the technology will be useful for supporting our needs for air traffic in the future, we also have to understand what all is involved in making it operational within the real-world environment, and that's where the human-in-the-loop piece comes in. The Tech Center really is the place where all of those things come together, and which enables us to make the determinations and the decisions as to how we actually deploy technology when it's ready to be fielded.
I hope you can clear something up for me. On a couple of previous occasions, we've asked you about the status of the Facilities Realignment and Consolidation Plan, which is required under the Modernization and Reform Act. And I believe you indicated that the plan was underway and that the FAA was looking at the whole country, in other words, to be a very comprehensive plan. The IG's written testimony, he indicates that the FAA has scaled back its plans and will focus only on an integrated facility in the New York metropolitan area. Could you clarify for us what the FAA is doing in terms of developing a comprehensive plan and how that meets with the mandate?
Sure. Those are two different things. For years, as you point out, we have looked at the question of how to realign and consolidate our aging facilities. And we appreciate the thought and vision that went into the process that was outlined by Congress, and we recognize that you provided us with an important tool. As I've testified previously, we do have underway a very significant effort where we are looking at the whole country. And what we are doing is that, as you know, we've had difficulty in achieving consolidation of facilities in the past. And so to address the previous shortfalls that we've had in this area for facility consolidation, the FAA has taken a holistic approach, including our workforce and subject matter experts in developing the process and recommendations that will guide realignments of future facilities. We have a multidisciplinary work group of FAA and workforce representatives, and they're developing a process and recommendation for evaluating our existing terminal air traffic facilities for potential realignments. The draft process and initial recommendations have been briefed to several industry stakeholders, including the National Academy of Sciences and the National Customer Forum, which includes representatives of the airlines and of general aviation. Now, I recognize that developing this approach has been slower than what Congress has asked for. It has also taken longer than I would have wished, slowed in part by the management and financial challenges that we have faced. That said, we are creating an approach that has the ability to deliver much more efficient and effective infrastructure for the FAA. I'm anticipating that we will be working with you here in this committee in Congress and the aviation industry to evaluate operationally viable scenarios for facility realignments and consolidations, and we look forward to briefing the committee on this.
Thank you. And the last question, Mr. Huerta, which I will ask you to, for the record, to provide the subcommittee in writing with a detailed status, and that is on performance-based navigation. I think we all can agree that's a cornerstone of NextGen. When you testified before the subcommittee earlier this year, you stated that the FAA's 2 reports on implementing performance-based navigation as required under the Modernization and Reform Act were forthcoming. So if you could provide to us in writing in detail, we would appreciate that so we can review where that is.
Absolutely.
Okay. I have, Mr. Scoville, I have questions for you, but in deference to the other committee members, I'll now turn to Mr. Larson.